Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube. How's it going? You've been joined by the beautifully handsome Tarik this morning with the alright looking Kirsty behind the camera. Say good afternoon, Kirsty.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice, was it? Wasn't a very nice introduction for you this morning after all the hard work that you do for us here at Future Developments. How is everyone this afternoon? What's going on? Is everyone melting? Is everyone keeping cool in this 300-degree furnace that we're calling in England right now? Because I sure as hell am not.
I know.
So it's not a good idea to be wearing all black, is it?
No,
it is
ideal.
not. But we're going to be here for the next 60 minutes and we're going to be showing you some pink magic. We're going to be showing you the screen washer scratch pen and if we have time at the end, the Beldray spot cleaner. But let's start with everyone's favourite nephew of the family, PINKMAGIC. PINKMAGIC is an excellent stain remover. One of the best I've come across. But as well as being a great stain remover, it also gets rid of 99.99% of all of your germs, your bacteria and your viruses in 1 minute. Now where that differs from the other antibacterial products that are on the market is because they all tell you, if you have a look on any antibacterial product that you've got in the back of your cupboards now, have a look on the back of it. It will tell you to leave it for a minute, or 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 you're trying to clean up your house and trying to get everything all tidy and germ free, you haven't got 10 minutes to be waiting to clean your products. This gets rid of all 99.99% of your germs, bacteria and viruses in 1 minute, which means that it's going to make cleaning your house and whatever other surfaces it is that you need to clean and antibacterialize, it's going to make that so much easier. Now this is the foam that we've got, but we also have our concentrate and we also have our brand new PINKMAGIC antibacterial cleaning wipes. Now, these antibacterial cleaning wipes, for me, are an absolute game changer. I'm going to move all these to one side whilst I talk about these wipes. These wipes can be used absolutely anywhere. So anywhere where you could think of that might need antibacterialized, so let's say petrol pumps at a petrol station, you might have a door in a toilet, you might have a desk at your office. If you work in an office and you have the hot desk where you don't have the same desk every day, so you've got a new desk every day, this is the perfect wipe and perfect product for you to have, because you know that you can go into work and whoever's the nasty person that's been sat there coughing and sneezing all over your desk, you know that if you can get one of these wipes, and you know what, let's show you a wipe.
I'm just double checking that we're live on Facebook.
Technical difficulties as per usual. So here we go, look, in the packet you get this nice big, it's quite a big size wipe, isn't it, Kirsty?
Yeah.
And with that, it's covered in
PINKMAGIC.
Yeah, I think it's like twice as big as the average ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is covered in PINKMAGIC. So with this wipe, I could get any sort of surfaces that I've got, so on my desk, for example, give it a quick wipe, and I know that this surface is now going to be clean. It's going to be, the stains are going to be removed, as well as all of the germs, bacteria, and viruses. Because as well as being a stain remover, PINKMAGIC is also antibacterial, so it will get rid of 99.99% of your germs in 1 minute. Now that's key because, like I say, who's got the time to be waiting for 5 or 10 minutes to be cleaning the surfaces? Because I sure as hell don't. We're all busy people. We're all busy people with busy lives. So we try and make things as easy for you as we possibly can here at Future Developments, which is why we've come up with these wipes. So now look at that. Look at the state of that wipe, and that's just from cleaning this desk. That might actually look clean. So this is what we always say as well. We know that germs are the invisible enemy. So whilst this desk might look clean, I've just given it a wipe there and you can still see it's still dirty. So as well as it being dirty still, it's probably covered in germs, viruses and bacteria that, everyone has. Everyone's got bacteria, everyone's got germs, everyone's got viruses inside them. It's whether or not those are they're going to make people ill. I always say as well, prevention is better than the cure. So if we're able to prevent yourselves from getting ill by using something like this, an antibacterial wipe, why would you not? I think you could use them if you do a lot of motorway driving and you're always hiring cars, get yourself a packet of these and keep them in your bags. When you go into Enterprise or whatever other car hire company it is that you're going to, and you get in your new car, and they're saying, oh yeah, it's been cleaned to our standards. Are their standards as good as your standards? Because if they're not, get yourself one of these wipes, wipe down the surfaces, wipe down the steering wheels, you can wipe down the gear sticks, just wipe down the car basically. And then that is going to cover you, and you know that you're going to be covered from all of the germs, bacteria and viruses that the other person has left in the car. Everything all right there, Kirsty?
Yeah, just checking out Facebook. Facebook isn't
Kirsty's running around like a mad woman behind me.
wanting us to go live at the minute. We're fine on YouTube.
We're fine on YouTube. We're still here, YouTube. Hello, hi. Right. So, as I've just said, PINKMAGIC is a fantastic antibacterial product, but it is still a stain remover as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how well the PINKMAGIC actually gets rid of stains. So what I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to whip out a little bit of carpet. Here's one I made earlier. Now with this carpet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stain it. I'm going to stain it with things that you find in your house, so your household objects, household condiments, let's say, for example. Your favourites. Oh, I'm just ruining all the set here.
Throwing everything everywhere.
I know, angry. Right, so we've got some barbecue sauce, we've got some ketchup, and we've got some mustard in terms of the condiments that we're going to be using here to get rid of the stains on our carpet. So I'm just going to work this in to the carpet. Nice wet stain of tomato ketchup. Going to go in with a good old squirt of mustard. And I'm just going to work it down the carpet like so.
Especially now it's barbecue season.
This is what I'm saying, it's barbecue season. I've got some barbecue sauce here. Now, you know that when your friends and your family bring the kids round, you know the kids might be a bit messy, kids are a bit feral. To be fair, it might not even be the kids, it might be your friends that are feral. If you can't trust them with burgers, you can't trust them with hot dogs near your cream carpet, this is the product for you. PINKMAGIC, because the PINKMAGIC is going to get rid of the stains. And as well as getting rid of the stains, it's going to leave a nice cherry blossom scent in there as well. Because unlike the BLUEMAGIC, PINKMAGIC is actually scented. What am I going in with next? Like I say, with that nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance. So for a stain like Ribena, for example, where we might be getting rid of the stain with a stain remover, because it's a strong, pungent smell, Ribena, the smell might still be left over there and left in the carpet. But what the PINKMAGIC does, because PINKMAGIC reduces the levels of bacteria in your surfaces, your hard and your soft surfaces, the levels of the smell are going to be reduced as well, because it's actually the bacteria that causes the bad smells. It's not the red wine itself, it's the bacteria in the carpet that will be causing those bad smells. So if we can reduce the levels of bacteria, in turn we're reducing the levels of smell that you're going to be getting in your carpet. So, we've been talking about it, might as well get some on there. Get a bit of red wine, and I'm just going to do a nice strip down the carpet here, like so. Put that to one side, and again I'm just going to work that red wine into the carpet, and yeah, I can already smell it, and it smells incredibly bad. It smells so strong. Why is it so pungent? Like, I'm sure you can smell it from behind the camera there, can't you, Kirsty? Right,
there's no scent in the BLUEMAGIC, is there?
No, so there's no scent in the BLUEMAGIC, but we do have the floral scents there.
Yeah.
But then obviously with the PINKMAGIC, you're being left with a nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance.
Yeah.
Which is good, because as well as the smell being reduced and the bacteria being reduced with the red wine, it's going to leave that nice, long-lasting cherry blossom fragrance in there as well for you. So I'm just going to go with some Coke, a bit of Coke Zero here. Nice little strip there. And then again, just going to work it in to the carpet like so. And then what should we go with next? I'm going to go with a bit of fake tan, because obviously fake tan's been designed to stain the skin. So if it's staining the skin, you better believe that it's going to be staining your carpet as well.
It is. And your bath towels and your bedding.
Your bath towels, your bedding, your white t-shirt. She might have sort of fake tan stains on there as well. PINKMAGIC, as well as being an antibacterial stain remover, you can also use it in your washing machine as like a pre-wash and a pre-treatment, and I'll show you how you can do that in a couple of minutes time. So I'm just going to go in there last but not least with a bit of mascara. Now here comes the fun bit. I've just messed up the carpet. Do you know what, should we get one more thing on there? Let's get some food colouring. So this is going to basically emulate your grass stains on your carpet here. Because it's football season, there's a pretty important tournament going on at the moment, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Yeah.
So, you know, your kids might be going outside, they might be doing knee slides, playing football in the garden, then they want to come in and they want to try and sit on your cream carpet or in your cream sofas, and you're not having that, are you? You're telling them to get out.
Get out.
So, now that I've messed it all up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bottle of PINKMAGIC. I'm coming back here so you can see the two different spray methods here. So we've got our spray mist, And then we've got a powerful directional nozzle. And you can see how far that in fact travels. So I'm going to come in with my directional nozzle here, and I'm just going to spray down the middle of all of these stains. And now you can already see, as I'm spraying, what the PINKMAGIC and the BLUEMAGIC does is it gets underneath the stains and it breaks down the stains. And because it breaks down the stains and it lifts them to the surface, it makes it 10 times easier for me to wipe up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to spray down the middle of the carpets like so.
So what about your tougher stains then, more dried in stains? Would you go with BLUEMAGIC for those, or?
So yeah, some more sort of dried in and ingrown stain or ingrained stains, I might want to try the BLUEMAGIC, because the BLUEMAGIC is it is solely a stain remover, whereas the PINKMAGIC is a stain remover, but primarily it's an antibacterial sort of surface wipe or surface cleaner that cleans 99.99% of all germs, bacteria and viruses in 1 minute. So if the focus is sort of getting rid of stains, you might want to go for BLUEMAGIC. But if you've got more tougher and ingrained stains, you might want to go for some BLUEMAGIC. But if you've got your surface stains and your stains in your carpet like so, you might want to get some PINKMAGIC instead, because like I say, the PINKMAGIC has a nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance. Now you can see I've just sprayed on there, and you can actually already see that the BLUEMAGIC, or the PINKMAGIC, sorry, is starting to work its magic. And I'm not even having to agitate here, to be fair, because those stains have already been lifted off. I've just done a little strip here down the middle, and you can see how well that it has in fact come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to agitate these stains here. I'm just going to agitate the PINKMAGIC into the carpet, just so that I can get the full effects of the stain removing properties and the antibacterial properties as well. Because what I also want to do is I want to work that Japanese cherry blossom fragrance into the stain, so that I know that lasting, long-lasting fragrance is going to be left in there as well. So look at this. So I'm just working in with my nails. I can use my hands on my nails because PINKMAGIC has no caustics, it's got no acids, it's got no solvents in there. So it's not going to sort of damage my skin, it's not going to damage my clothes. Most importantly, it's not going to damage the carpet, because that's always something that people tend to worry about, isn't it, Kirsty, when people are sort of cleaning stains and cleaning upholstery and the fabrics. They don't want to ruin and pull the colour from the clothes. And it's the bleach in the products that does that. So because PINKMAGIC doesn't have any bleach in there, it's not going to sort of ruin your clothes. So look here, I'm just going to wipe down the middle where we made those, where I made that strip of PINKMAGIC here, and you can see how well those stains have been removed. And that's not taking me long at all, has it? That was about 2 minutes, not even that. I think I sprayed it on and left it for a minute, agitated it in, and then look how well those stains have come up. So there might be a stain here. What was that one? I can't remember what that was. That might not have come out as well as you might like it to. But just go in again. You might want to go in again. You might want to go in with a bit of concentrated PINKMAGIC. But you can see how well those other stains have come up. So what's that? The mustard, your barbecue sauce, ketchup, red wine, Ribena, grass stains, mascara. What was that one? I can't remember. Fake tan. Look how well these have all come off. All of these have come off so easily because of the BLUEMAGIC, sorry, the PINKMAGIC. So if I just come in again and just agitate and work those stains into the carpet and work the PINKMAGIC into the carpet so that the stains are getting broken down and removed because of the PINKMAGIC, and then you'll be able to see how well.
Just say there's any stains that you're definitely not going to be able to remove with PINKMAGIC.
You're definitely not going to be able to get out chewing gum, high gloss paint and nail varnish. So nail varnish, because you need acetone to get rid of the nail varnish. You need high gloss, so you need, what's it called, paint thinner, or sort of white spirit, like a paint stripper kind of thing, to get rid of your high gloss paint. And then for chewing gum, that needs to be frozen, and then there's a whole other different method that you need to do to get rid of chewing gum on your clothes. So those are the 3 things that we say that it's not going to clean. But out of the thousands and thousands of stains that you could potentially think of, PINKMAGIC isn't going to clean 3 of those. So out of I don't know, thousands, like I've just said, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of stains, we can't clean 3 of those. I mean, why would you not want yourself a bottle of PINKMAGIC? Now, you can see how the foam is starting to dry up What happens when this foam dries up is it dries into almost like a crystal-like consistency, which makes it easier for you to get rid of because you can just hoover it. So as we were saying before about the ingrained and older stains that you might have on your carpets or your upholsteries, you could literally spray on your PINKMAGIC, you could agitate and work it in to get it to this foam-like consistency. Once you've done that, instead of wiping it off like I've done here, you could simply get your hoover and hoover it up. And it's going to have the exact same effect as if you were to have wiped it off, because the PINKMAGIC is going to have taken its effect. And then look at that, the stains have gone.
Nice and
all
easy.
of them disappeared, and it's that easy. It is genuinely that easy. So as I was going on about smells and scents, do you have dogs?
Yeah.
How many dogs do you have?
Just one.
Does your house smell like dog?
Well, I would say no. But you do become nose blind to it, don't you?
I beg
But
to
I am
differ.
conscious of it smelling like
I
a
bet
dog.
your house stinks of dog. Sorry, that's quite rude, actually, wasn't it? I can almost guarantee, not that it stinks of dog, but there'll be a twinge of dog
Definitely.
as you walk into your house. Now that is because of bacteria that has been left behind by your smelly mutts. I mean, sorry, your precious mutts, not your smelly mutts. Everyone loves the dogs, don't they? I'm going to get cancelled here for talking bad about dogs.
know.
Oh, no, my goodness. So, here
Wait till you get a dog in the future.
I will not be getting a dog. Do you know what? My son's been asking for a dog, though, to be fair. I'm like, you're 3 years old. You're not having a dog because I'm going to have to look after it. I'm going to be picking up the
That's
poo.
what happened with me.
I'm going to have to train it. I'm going to have to take it for a walk. It's not you, Mr. 3 years old.
That's what happened with me.
It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So here's my dog bed, and I'm leaning in the dog bed because I can. I'm leaning in the dog bed because it's nice. It smells nice. It's been antibacterialized. It's been cleaned, and it's been cleaned by PINKMAGIC. Because you can't put these in the washing machine. Or, I mean, you probably can, but it's not necessarily going to... If you've had to roll
After a
this
few
up...
washes with those, they go...
Yeah.
Because I tried
Oh, yeah,
washing
actually, the material in them as well.
Yeah, they lose all the fluffiness and then you end up buying a new bed.
Exactly. It's going to lose all the fluffiness. And then again, like I say, if you're rolling this up to try and shove it into your washing machine, that is not going to get cleaned properly if that's been left in your washing machine. Whoopsie. So what we have for that exact reason is the PINKMAGIC antibacterial cleaner and stain remover, because what it does, like I've mentioned, is it removes stains, but it also gets rid of the levels of bacteria on your fabrics and your hard surfaces and your soft surfaces and soft furnishings. There we go, got there in the end. Now that happens because the bacteria in the fabrics is what is causing those smells. It's not the dog itself. The dog doesn't, well, the dog probably does smell, but it's the bacteria in the dog's fur, in the dog's, what's it, dog coat, is it called?
Coat, yeah.
Yeah, that's making them smell. So because you've got PINKMAGIC that reduces and kills 99.99% of all germs, bacteria and viruses in 1 minute, if I had a smelly dog bed, I know that I could spray it on, whoop, let's change the nozzle. I know that I could spray my dog bed like so. And then what's going to happen here is as the PINKMAGIC starts to take effect on the dog bed, it's going to be reducing those levels of bacteria. Now, because the levels of bacteria are being reduced on the dog bed, the smell as a result is also going to be reduced as well. So give it 5 or 10 minutes, just let this dry out, because obviously you don't want to put your wet dog back in that bed, because the chances are it's not going to work the way that you wanted it to. So yeah, give it 10, 15 minutes, just let the dog bed dry out. Put it in the garden if you're outside today, and it's going to be drying in about 30 seconds. So yeah, stick it in the garden or stick it wherever, let your dog bed dry. And then when you come back to this bed in about 10, 15 minutes, it's going to smell nice because the levels of bacteria have been reduced. And then like I say, you've been left with the Japanese cherry blossom fragrance that comes with PINKMAGIC. So that's how you'd get rid of your bad smells in your dog beds. It's exactly the same procedure when it comes to trainers. Oh.
Those are in the shop, so you can get 2 bottles of the concentrated for £22.
£22 in the Future Developments website, futuredevelopments.shop. Go and have a look at the offers, the bargains and the discounts that we've got on offer for you today, because genuinely, some of the best prices that you will ever see on the website. Summer sale. It's a summer. We're being generous to you. Kirsty's been so generous. I don't know if we've got any viewers that are joining us from the TikTok from this morning. Kirsty was giving stuff away. Yes, you were.
Just giving.
You're going to have no stock left because you've given it all away. So look here, I've got a funky smell. Sorry. I have a funky smelling trainer here. that doesn't smell the greatest. Doesn't smell the greatest because somebody has worn this trainer with no socks on. So because they're wearing trainers with no socks, the smell out of these trainers is disgusting. And that's because when your feet sweat in the trainers, the bacteria is being harbored and being left behind in the trainers. So then because you've got a sweaty foot in a sweaty shoe, it's now going to stink. It's not your feet, it's the bacteria and the fungus in that sweat that's causing those bad smells. So you just get your PINKMAGIC spray and you just give the shoe a good old spray. And then what's going to happen in the shoe is the levels of bacteria are going to be reduced. And then because the levels of bacteria are being reduced, as I keep saying, the smell is also going to be reduced because that is the beauty of PINKMAGIC. It kills the bacteria which causes the bad smells, and then it replaces them with a nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance. So now my trainers and my feet are going to smell like cherries as opposed to Wensleydale. And that's how we get rid of bacteria in trainers. But the main thing, of course, for antibacterial products is getting rid of stains on high chairs. Not even, I'm breaking the high chair. Not even necessarily stains, germs, bacteria, and viruses. Now, to the naked eye, that high chair looks quite clean, doesn't it? There's not necessarily any dirt on there, there's no stains on there. But if I take a blue light and take it over forget a blue light and place it over, you can see all these viruses, all of these germs, all this dirt and all this bacteria that's been left on the chair. And it's on the chair because I've cleaned it and I've wiped it. I've wiped it down with a paper towel and some water because I think, oh yeah, the germs will be, there's no germs in there because it looks clean. Wrong! It's the germs. The germs are the invisible enemy. The germs are the things that we can't see that get us ill. And again, 3, 5, 10 minutes. I've not got the time to be waiting that long to try and clean a high chair. Everyone knows, well, if you've got kids, you know how manic dinner time can be. Where you've got your dirty child in the high chair, you're trying to clear up the high chair, you're trying to clear them, you're trying to clear the high chair as well. It never works. So having to wait for 5 or 10 minutes to spray and then come back to is a nightmare for everyone. With this one, you take your kid out your high chair, put them on the bed, give it a quick spray, like so. And then you might want to go back, tend to your child, spin around, go and get some things, go and put the bath on, come back, and then you can wipe down the surface, and the germs are going to be gone in 1 minute. Now obviously, I've not got a minute here to wait because time is of the essence. I have an hour show and I have so many more things to show you this afternoon. So for the purpose of the demonstration, I'm just going to wipe it off as if it's been there for a minute.
And you know, a lot of people use just baby wipes on high chair.
Yeah.
I've got to admit, I've done it in the past myself because I didn't realise.
This is what I mean. And you think to yourself, oh yeah, because the dirt, the food stains have gone, it's now a clean high chair. It is not. You could not be more wrong if you tried, cursed it, and the viewers of YouTube and Facebook. Because now you can see, if I get to the lights again, look at that. So you can see the difference in the levels of bacteria, the levels of germs, and the levels of viruses that have been left on this high chair. And that's all because of PINKMAGIC. That's all because of 1 minute of the PINKMAGIC spray. It kills 99.99% of all germs, bacteria, and viruses in 1 minute. I can't stress that enough. It's 1 minute that it takes to clean. And all of your surfaces are going to be brand spanking new again. So that's a high chair. That is how easily you can clean a high chair. It's certified food safe as well. Not just food safe, it's certified food safe. So you know that you could, if you've just done your dinner, for example, you could spray the high chair, and then you can come back and you can put fruit and vegetables on there. You can put whatever dessert that your child is going to be having directly onto the tray because it's food safe. It's 100% certified food safe as well. So you know that your kids can eat directly off of that because first of all of the germs and the bacteria have been removed, and then secondly, it's certified food safe. So you know your kids will not be getting ill if they were to eat off of a high chair that's been sprayed with PINKMAGIC. Isn't that right, Kirsty?
It is.
It is indeed. What time are we on?
We are 12:24.
12:24. I think we should go into the bathroom.
Yep.
We're going hand. Oh, whoa! It's going handheld.
Going handheld.
Going handheld. This bathroom is a bit of a mess today, isn't it?
I know. Is that from the cleaning this
I
morning?
think it is. I might have to clean the floor before I go. Oh, my blue light. I forgot my blue light.
Oh.
Come with me. We're going to get the light. We're going to get the light. Here is my light. Unfortunately, we can't turn the lights off in this bathroom, which is quite frustrating.
I know it's on a timer thing, isn't it?
But again, so looking at the toilet here, I'm going to look on the screen that I can see. And yeah, oh yeah, I'm happy. That's a clean toilet.
Yeah.
Ha! Psych! Look at this. Look at the germs and the dirt on the toilet seat. This is, I don't know, this could be poo particles. This could be people's hands. People have sneezed into the hands. Because I was saying before on TikTok, think about it. When you finish on the toilet, the first thing that you do isn't washing your hands, is it? The first thing that you do is you get off the toilet, you close the lid, I hope, and then you flush the toilet. So this is why we've got fingerprints on the toilet. This is why we've got stains all over the toilet seat. So, like I say, on first glance, you might think, oh yeah, that's a nice clean toilet. I'll go and sit on that and do my business. No, you're going to get ill. You are going to
Very
get
ill.
sick because you need PINKMAGIC. You need PINKMAGIC to kill 99.99% of those bacteria, germs and viruses in a minute. So like I mentioned, the cleaning wipes that we've got before, if you wanted to take some of those when you go out places, if you go to service stations, or if you're a truck driver, you do a lot of motorway driving and you're always in service stations, you know how dirty these toilets can get. I see that they've got showers now as well in the service stations for people to use.
I know.
Could you imagine the state of them?
Oh, no,
Like
thank
genuinely, not to judge truckers or anything,
No,
but all
I
the
know.
truckers like in them toilets and in the showers, I dread to think what those pluggos look like. But I
So yeah,
digress.
maybe you're a truck driver and you could take some with you.
This is what I'm saying, yeah?
Yeah.
If you're a truck driver, you need these in your car. The amount of surfaces and dirty things that you must touch on a day-to-day basis, you need these in your car. Again, I digress. Because all I would need to do in this situation is spray on my PINKMAGIC onto the toilet. And I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to spin round to my sink as well. Because again, the sink is always a problem area. We can see I've gone from toilet to toilet to, what's it called, flush mechanism thing.
Yeah.
To sink, from toilet mechanism, flush thing, to hand wash, then to the sink. So I'm touching all of these surfaces without washing my hands. So you can imagine the germs are just being spread around the bathroom, and then to top it all off, I'm going to touch the door handle on my way out, so it's going to get all of the dirty germs that I've just brought into the bathroom back out with me, because I've washed my hands and then I've touched the dirty handle. What's the point? Get yourself some of these wipes and get them in your cars and keep them on your person, so that when you do go to these and you do have these situations, you know that it can be sanitized and safe.
Yeah.
One more thing actually, Kirsty. These hinges here, these are always a nightmare to clean. They're a nightmare to clean because you can't get into these, can you?
Yeah.
Unless you actually take the things off and take the whole mechanism off. You're not getting into them, which is why we've got the foam. And this is what I personally would use the foam for. Spray it on. What's going to happen is the foam is going to break down them stains underneath these hinges. It's going to break them down, dissipate, and then because it's being broken down and dissipated, the stains are going to get pulled out from the side of these hinges. And if it was a dirty toilet, you'd see a not very pleasant colour of green and brown that will be getting pulled out, because that's all the stains that are being removed from the toilet here. So it's been about a minute now, probably more than that. So all I'm going to do is just come in and give my toilet a good old wipe. And then this side, let's just clean them hinges. Like so. And then, if I get my blue light back out, we can see the difference. We can see how clean that toilet actually looks now. So to the naked eye, yes, it is clean, but now under my black light as well, on my black light's eye, that is also now a clean toilet. Now I'm not going to cross-contaminate, so I'm just going to throw this over there and get another cloth, because we don't want to cross-contaminate. And then simply just going to wipe down the surface that I've just sprayed after I've left it for a minute. I'm not even having to scrub or wipe too hard. And then look, you can actually see, because if you just want to come in and have a look at this tap, look at the shine that's been left on that. There's no smears, there's no marks, nothing like that. It's literally just a nice, shiny, clean, germ-free tap that wasn't like that before. And then now look, you can see how it's got rid of all of those stains in the sink. Obviously, I've not wiped the the hand wash off, which is why that's still got stains on. But as a whole, you can see how well that has just removed all of those stains. And that is, oops.
That was less than 5 minutes.
Exactly, that was less than 5 minutes it's taken me to clean that toilet by using 2 products. So all of the products that you all have underneath your cupboards and in your bathrooms, you might have, let's get them out, you might have one of those, you might have a window and glass cleaner, you might have your bathroom cleaner, then you might have a floor cleaner, then you've also got a stain remover, as well as, you know, a degreaser. All of those products, I wish I could just throw them on the floor. I just move them out of shot like that. So all of these products could be replaced, or they are basically been replaced by those 2. You've got your foam cleaner and you've got your spray. The spray is going to get into your sort of your normal surfaces, and the foam is going to be able to get into those hard to reach areas, like I've just said, like your hinges, for example. Do you know what? Come back to the bathroom, just like, walk it off. Just had an idea.
Yep.
Soap scum.
Oh, yeah.
Soap scum, look at the state of that shower. Where I might get a spray, and the spray is gonna, do you know what? Let's show him. Let's show the YouTube massive what I'm talking about. Because demonstration's all about being visual, isn't it?
It is.
So we might as well. So here we go, look. I'm gonna spray on. And then, as you can see, if you wanna come this side, sort of, Kirsty, you can see how all the foam, all the spray is just dripping down, and it's not having. This is not what I want to happen with the cleaning products that I'm using. I want my cleaning products to stick to the surface that I'm trying to clean. So here we've got another door, same sort of watermarks, and I'm just going to come in and I'm going to spray it with my foam.
So easy with the foam, isn't it?
Is that the inside or the outside? Let's do both. And now look at that. Now with the foam, you can see how it's sticking to the surface. So where all of the spray that I've just sprayed on this side is now pretty much all at the bottom, you can see how the foam is sticking to the surface. It's sticking to the surface and it's breaking it down. Could you grab me a cloth behind you, please, Kirsty? Mm-hmm. Thank you, dear. So, and then look at this. I can wipe away at these smirks, at these marks, and be able to see how well it comes off. Not how well it just comes off, but the streak-free finish that's been left just by using the PINKMAGIC foam. Let's have a look.
Gets all the watermarks off, doesn't it?
All the watermarks, all that lime scale, that soap scum that you always get in the shower could all be removed using the PINKMAGIC foam. Now look at this. Look how easily that's just come off. And look how shiny that is as well. It's not just about the cleanliness, it's about the shine for me too. Like, look at the sheen. You can see up the top there where I've not wiped in comparison to this little bit here that I have wiped. And you can even see the handles as well. Look how shiny they are too. That's all going to get brought back to life with your PINKMAGIC foam. Similarly to your little tracks here, where the doors go.
Yeah,
these always get covered in lime scale. Just spray it. It's literally all you have to do. We're running out of this one. We use it every day. So to be fair, I'm actually surprised that these have lasted as long.
They do last.
The amount of demonstrations that we do. We do what? 7 shows a week.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the last time that we actually replaced this, if at all. So look, we can see the foam here. We can see how the foam is sticking to the surfaces and it's breaking down that lime scale and those watermarks. So all I literally do, I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to wipe it all off. And then look at that, look at the difference. You saw the before, look at the after. Now look how easy that is as well. It's going to take me 5 minutes to clean a bathroom of this size. So if you're a cleaner, this is a perfect product. Instead of having to lug around your big bag full of 300 million different cleaning products, you can literally have a bottle of PINKMAGIC and a bottle of, the spray foam cleaner, and then you could have the spray bottle in there, and it's saving you so much time. It's going to save you effort. It's going to save you money as well, because instead of having to buy these every couple of weeks, these are going to last you for ages. Like I've said, we use these 7 times a week, and we've still got quite a bit left in that bottle. 2 bottles of your PINKMAGIC is making you 100 bottles of the concentrate. And what is it in the shop at the moment? £22 you said before for that bargain, is it?
Yeah.
£22. So for £22, you're getting 100 bottles of Pink Magic antibacterial multi-surface stain remover and cleaner. Like, I genuinely, I don't know why I'm having to sell it so hard. This shouldn't be a hard sell. It really
I know,
shouldn't.
it makes sense, doesn't it?
It makes so much sense. Instead of paying, I don't know, let's say average £2.50 you're paying for your antibacterial products and stain removers. Instead of paying that, you're paying 22 pence, I think. Yes, 22 pence if they are 100, well, 22 quid for 100 of them. Each bottle works out at 22 pence. And then you can see the things that I've already cleaned this morning. I've cleaned carpet, I've cleaned a high chair, I've cleaned the shower head, I've cleaned my toilet. There are so many things that you can clean using the antibacterial properties of Pink Magic. But I think that's enough about Pink Magic now. What time is it?
We are 12:36.
12:36. I think it's time to move on.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on and I'm going to do some screen wash.
Screen wash.
All this talk about cleaning, it's got me thinking about my car. That is 5 litres of screen wash. They're empty.
Are they empty? You got one?
Couple left in there. This is 5 litres of screen wash. These are 12 AutoCare screen wash tablets. Why am I showing you these, I hear you ask? Because one of these tablets, if I can, oh, the last one in the tube. One of these tablets is going to make you 5 litres of this screen wash. Now, why is that good, I hear you ask? Again, there's a lot of questions coming this morning, aren't there?
I know.
5 litres of screen wash in a big bottle this size in the back of your car is going to be an absolute cumbersome thing to carry around with you all the time. If you're always shopping, you're going to have to feng shui the boot so you can fit your screen wash in there. But instead of that, you've got one tablet which makes 5 litres of screen wash. Now, it's a good product to have in your car because instead of having to pay, you know, £6, £7, £8 for 5 litres of screen wash, you're paying £11.99 for 12 tablets of screen wash. Now, with each tablet making you 5 litres of screen wash, it works out at £1 or less than £1 for your 5 litres of screen wash. It's a fast, easily dissolving tablet. So I'll just pop it into my 5 litres of water like so, and then we're going to watch the magic happen. We're going to see this tablet effervesce and dissolve into the solution, and in about 5 or 10 minutes, this bottle is going to look exactly the same tone-wise and colour-wise as this one will. Sorry, I'm looking around for more tablets because I don't seem to have any left. Are there any behind you?
No, we haven't. We've used these behind us here.
Oh, we used them all?
I think we have.
Oh wait. There's half in that one. Oh, beautiful. Found some.
We got one.
Found some. Crisis averted. Because I had to show...
You'd think that we'd be able to top up very quick, wouldn't you, with the warehouse being next door?
I know, it's literally through that door there. But we're not allowed access just yet. So, do you know what, actually? This is perfect because one of these tablets makes 5 litres of water. So let's put that one there. And then each half of a tablet will make you 2.5 litres of water. Here's one I've already snapped earlier. So each half will make 2.5 litres of water. And again, you can just drop it directly into a bottle of water, or you can drop it directly into your reservoir. Now, the good thing about being able to drop it directly into your reservoir is that you don't have to have these big 5 litre bottles of water in your car. If you had a smaller bottle of water, it could be 1 litre, it could be 1.5 litres. You could even have a Stanley cup. Fill up your reservoir with some water, drop your tablet in there, and then, like I say, it's going to have this fast acting, dissolving, effervescent tablet in there that's going to bring your windscreen back to life. It's got an anti-bug technology in there as well, so it's not going to sort of smear your bugs on your windscreen. I'm sure everyone's bought that cheap, rubbish screen wash from one of the big supermarkets, and then they've sprayed the windscreen to get rid of the bugs and all of the dirt, and all that's happened is it's just been smeared all over the windscreen. It's not cleaned anything. If anything, it's made things 10 times worse.
You might as well have just put water in.
Yeah, literally, you might as well have not even bothered.
Yep.
This tablet covers you against all of that. It genuinely gets rid of the bugs. It doesn't just get rid of the bugs, it also provides you with a nice rain guard technology, which means that in the event of sort of storms and rain, instead of your windscreen getting covered in all of the rain, it beads, so it makes it a lot easier for you to see as well. So it's a safety element there as well, because there's been times where I've had screen wash in my car and it's been raining, I've decided to clean my windows and it's still been raining, and it's just made things 10 times worse. I can't see anything. The dirt has just been smeared all over my windscreen. So the dirty windscreen combined with rain is obviously a very unsafe combination, which is why we recommend you getting the Auto Care screen wash, because you're going to be protected against all of that jazz.
You can use it all year round as well.
All year round
Winter,
as well.
yeah.
You must have read my mind there. I was just thinking, what was my next point? You can use it all year round. So this can be used in temperatures as low as -3 degrees. Now that's important, because during the cold winter months, you might be thinking to yourself, oh no, this my screen wash reservoir might get frozen up. You might have water in your car. That's why it's important to have coolant in your car as well, instead of just normal water, because that has, it's a formula, it's a chemical procedure that makes it easier for your car not to freeze up. So let me just give this, make sure these are on tightly, and I'm gonna give it one of them. And then like you can see, in just around about 2-3 minutes, you can see this bottle is almost the same as this one. And this is literally just with one tablet that's going to make you 5 litres of your screen wash. It's 12 bottles of screen wash this makes out of 5 litres. So Kirsty, I'm going to take you over to the wall. To the wall.
To the wall.
Come and join me at the wall.
You can use this in any car,
Any car. As long as you've got a washer fluid reservoir, you can use these tablets. Like I say, you can put them directly into your tablets. You can put them into one of these bottles if you've got some of these knocking around in your house. So these bottles, it's 12. Don't worry, take my word for it, we've counted them. There are 12 bottles here of the screen wash. Let's say these average at £8 a bottle. That's £96, nearly £100 for 12 bottles of screen wash. You're paying £1 for a litre of screen wash instead of £8. Yes, you might have to pay £11.99 up front, but that's beside the point. You're getting year-round coverage, because we worked out before, didn't we, Kirsty?
We did.
There are 12 months in a year, and you get 12 bottles of screen wash. That works out at a bottle a year. So even if you were to use half of a bottle per month, that's 2 years worth of screen wash that you're going to be getting for £11.99. You find me screen wash that does the job as well as this does, where you're getting, it's a non-streaking, it removes bugs and insects, and it contains a rain guard. You find me a screen wash for that cheap, for £1 a bottle, for £1 for 5 litres, sorry, and I will personally come and hand deliver the screen wash to your house, and I will also clean your car for you. That's if you can find it. So please do let me know in the comments if you do, because I know that you'll be lying. Screen wash, it's a great thing, isn't it? It is a great thing. There are so many times I've been saved by having screen wash in my car. Like, I can't begin to tell you. I told you about the time I was on the motorway and I had no screen wash in my car, and I had to genuinely squirt a bottle of water onto my windscreen and wipe it. But I feel like, if anything, that made it worse, because then it just smeared the dirt, because there was no like cleaning solution in there to actually get rid of the dirt.
Yeah.
All that's happened is the dirt is just smeared all over my windscreen, and I've got bugs in there as well. So I'm like, yeah.
And then it dries again and sets again.
Exactly, and it looks 10 times worse. So it wasn't a fun drive down to London, let me tell you that. I mean, is it ever a fun drive to London, to be honest with you?
I was going to say, no.
It's never fun to drive to London.
Definitely not.
Right, bear with me 2 seconds. I just have to powder my nose.
That's okay. What have we got on next anyway? What are we doing?
Next.
Scratch pen.
This scratch pen. The pen for your scratches. For any driving. Not even, this isn't motorway now. This is more of your country lane driving, more of your city driving, where your rural areas, where you're always driving around country lanes and you in and out of bushes, and then you've got 7.5 ton lorries coming down the 2-way country lane, and you've got to squeeze into the side of the road, but you've squoze. That is not a word.
Squoze.
It is now, but you've.
I say that as well.
This is what I'm saying.
Squoze.
But you've squozed to the side.
Is squoze not a word?
Do you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I have to Google this right now.
Because I'm thinking I would say that.
Squoze. Squoze.
Squoze into.
It is.
It is.
Squoze is a real but non-standard dialect dialectal past tense of squeeze.
There you go.
While your English teacher might prefer squeezed, squoze has been popping up in casuals and dialect speech in the UK and the US since the 1800s and was even famously used by President Ronald Reagan. There we go.
Clever we are.
So, as I was saying, if you've gone down the country and you've squozed to one side to allow another truck to come back through, you might have scratched up your car with some sticks and some twigs and some branches because you've got no spatial awareness, or you do have spatial awareness but the branches are sticking out. Some farmers not been looking after their hedges, they need to trim their bushes. We have the product for you. Oh God, I'm gonna need to move this fan, aren't I? Bear with, come on over so you can see the magic happening.
I'm gonna bring the whole thing actually.
Come watch me boot this fan out the way. But then I'm gonna have to bring it back because it is red hot. Oh, actually, if anything, this is, oh yeah, this is brilliant. Can you see? Do you know what? It would help if I had a pen.
There's a scratch pen there in the corner.
Aha. So here we go. This is the AutoCare Scratch Away, Scratch Repair Pen. Now, where this varies from other pens is that there's no paint in this pen. It's a clear lacquer. So where you wouldn't have to sort of find out what colour code your paint is, which is a nightmare because obviously everyone's got different colour shades of red on the cars and different colour shades of black. You might have obsidian black, it might be midnight black. These are just random things that I could think of just from playing Need for Speed. You have these different colour shades of different colours. So finding a pen that would match your coat might be a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. But because this has got a clear lacquer in there, it works on any colour car. It's so simple to use. I'm just going to make a couple of scratches here. They're quite big, them, aren't they? Do you know what? Let's just do one more for good luck. Look at that. So if you might think if those scratches were to appear on your car, that's an absolute nightmare, and they're not coming out anytime soon. But I kid you not, using the AutoCare scratch pen, here it is, you can get rid of all of these stains as easy as this. So the clear lacquer in the pen needs activating, so we just shake up the pen to get the lacquer moving in there. Then I'm just going to prime it on a bit of cardboard, so I just press in there, so you can see I've let quite a lot has come out there because I've shaken it maybe a little bit too much. And then because it's a pen, obviously, if it focuses, you can see the little chiseled nib on the end of that makes application into these grooves and these crevices so much easier than it usually would be. So look, I've primed my pen, so all I'm going to do is just go in there and just draw down my scratch here. If I had any excess, I'd just wipe it off, but I've got no excess, so we're all good. So I'm just going to come in again and just
This also gives it like a protective layer, doesn't it? So does it prevent it from chipping further?
Exactly, yeah. So there's a nice protective layer in there. It's a UV protection that will prevent it from chipping again. So once this has been put on, you might think, oh, I hope it sort of doesn't happen again. Chances of you scratching the same place on your car again, probably thousands to one. But if it does happen again, rest assured that the coverage that you've used the scratch pen for is going to have the exact same effect, and it's not going to sort of be broken. And basically, if you scratch it again, you're still covered. But if you do scratch it again, you can go back in with the scratch pen as easy as you can see me doing it here. I'm just going to do some final touches here. And then look at that.
Perfect.
So up close and personal, yeah, you might still see the scratches because we're not claiming that it's going to get rid of the scratches completely. What we're claiming this is going to do is cover up those scratches so that you don't have to go to a body shop and pay hundreds of pounds to go and get it fixed. You don't have to go to your, I don't know, the dealership of your car. So for example, one of my mates, she has got a grey Volvo.
Yeah.
Somebody keyed the car. Somebody keyed the car the first week that she bought it, she said. So
I
was like, what did you do to these people? Why have they keyed your car already? Said she didn't know why. But then she said that Volvo gave her a quote of like £80 for the sort of the repair kit for it. Because what she would have had to do is match up the paint to obviously the colour that she's got, and then get the pen, and then she had to do some buffering, then she had to do something else and all these other things that had to be done with the pen. And I was like, Sarah, what are you playing at? Why have you not got an AutoCare scratch away pen? So to be fair, actually, I'm actually waiting on her to take a picture for me and send the after results, because I took a picture of the before and it was a nightmare. Do you know what? Let me see if I can find it. I only took it last week, so it shouldn't be too hard to find.
Depends how many pictures you take yourself every day.
I take a lot. Do you know what? Annoyingly, I didn't take a picture of it. I took a picture of a ticket on my car.
Oh.
Because I got a ticket.
Did you?
I was fuming. Whoops. I needed a permit apparently, but there were no signs anywhere to say that I needed a permit. So that is being appealed. So Trafford Council, if you're watching, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a scratch away pen in a nutshell.
You can get one of those for $11.99, or you can get 3 for $15.99 plus free delivery. So
exactly. So if you've got friends and family that are not very cautious drivers, shall we say, this will be the perfect thing for them. A great present. Bit of an April Fool's joke that as well, isn't it? There you go. Got you a scratch away pen because you're a terrible driver. April Fools. Ha 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 ha. So you don't have to use it on cars either. You can use it on fridges.
Yeah.
You can use it on things like, you know, bikes. You can use it on scooters, cars. You know, where prams, where the legs might be a bit scratched up, where you know, putting it up and over the pavements and things like that. This is the perfect pen to get rid of all of those little scratches and sort of marks that you've got on your materials, because instead of having to pay hundreds of pounds to go and get it professionally replaced or going to buy a new one, get the scratch away pen. Get the scratch away pen and it is sorted. And you've seen how easy that was as well. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to dry. It works all year round. If I was to go and wash my car now after 10, 15 minutes of leaving that on there, it's not going to wash away, which is one of the main things.
I was going to say, how long does it last for then?
And it will last all year round as well.
Okay.
I'll probably apply it 2 times a year maybe.
Yeah.
And then, but to be fair, as long as I'm not scratching it, I'm fine. And it's going to be covered, and that scratch is going to be covered because it's basically just a plaster. For the car, so it's not going to wash away in the rain. Like we say, you get that UV protection, and I mean, to be honest with you, it just saves you so much time and effort and money. But you don't have to spend the time of going and getting booked in at a garage or a body shop. Then you've got to go there so they can do the assessment. You're getting a quote. Then you've got to wait for the car to actually be fixed. That paint that I was telling you about before from Volvo, Sarah told me it took, I think, 24 hours to dry. So she couldn't have used the car in 24 hours. And the time that it happened as well, a couple of months back.
What do you do if you don't have a garage?
Exactly. And we've got terrible weather as we do.
Yeah.
So she would have painted her car, left it to dry 24 hours, woken up, it's raining,
yeah.
It's gone. This, it dries in 10, 15 minutes. If your car's outside now and you apply this, it'll be drying in about 30 seconds because it's 418 degrees outside, as we all know. So that is the AutoCare Scratch Away Pen. Now, what time are we on? It is 12:52. Now, I'm going to save that for next week. And I'm only going to save that for next week because I need to plug it in, I need to get everything set up,
yes,
and we don't have the time to do so right now. So, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you some more stain removing properties of PINKMAGIC, because you've seen how well it gets rid of stains in your bathrooms and how well it gets rid of germs and bacteria on our sort of hard and soft furnishings in terms of the high chair and the dog bed. But now let's see how well it gets rid of stains on your hard surfaces in your bathroom, for example. So let's say this is your bathroom tile, absolutely covered to the brim with soap scum, like we saw in the shower. But because this is a tile that's on the floor, I don't want to use the foam because it's not going to drip anywhere. So I'm just going to come in with my PINKMAGIC spray. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it there for a minute and I'm going to let it break down. And whilst it's breaking down, this soap in there, you can already see how it's starting to, I can use my finger here and I can almost rub it off quite easily.
Soap builds up dead easy, doesn't it?
So easily builds up.
Especially around the bottom layer of your shower.
Yeah, around the bottom layers, around your plug holes. This is where your soap scum's going to live. Now look how easy all that soap scum has just been wiped off of this tile. Couple of sprays, I left it for 10 seconds, and then look at that. You might see that little that little mark there in the middle. That isn't going to dry like that because it all dries up nice and smear free. Yeah. I'll come back to that in just a minute, to be fair, to show you. So that is a kitchen tile, sorry, a bathroom tile. Now a kitchen tile. Now this might be your backsplash, where you've been frying things on there, you've been frying onions, tomatoes, whatever it is you've been frying. You've just made a spag bowl, and for some reason you've managed to get it all over your backsplash. But then you've gone to bed, you've forgotten about it, and then you're gonna come back to it tomorrow. But then again, when you come back to it tomorrow, it's all gonna have dried in. So I'm gonna use my foam for this one. I'm just gonna shake up my foam.
Especially when it's grease as well,
That one's running out.
it's so hard to remove.
It's so hard. So I'm just gonna come in, there we go. Do you know what, I'm just gonna do the whole thing,
Yeah.
because why not?
So this breaks down all the grease on it as well then?
Exactly, so it's gonna break down it's gonna break down the grease, and as well as breaking down the grease, it's also gonna provide you with that antibacterialization. New made up word.
New one.
It's good.
Like
The
it.
antibacterialization is going to happen on the tile as well. So as well as having a clean tile, you're going to have a nice, fresh, germ, bacteria, and virus-free tile that's been left with a nice Japanese cherry blossom fragrance. So you can see, I'm just going to come in with my cloth, and I'm just going to wipe down the surface like so. And look how easy and how well that's come off. Now I'm re-dirtying it with the same cloth here. Let me get. Oh, I've run out of cloths.
Yeah.
Thank you. So here we go. Let's try that again with a clean cloth this time. So I'm not just wiping the stains off everywhere. And there we go, look. Look how easily it's broken down them stains. These burnt on oil stains, these grease stains, this fatty food, whatever it is that I've been cooking. Look how easily that all just gets taken off of that tile by using PINKMAGIC. Right, look at that. What is that? That isn't dirt that we've made.
No,
don't
it
you
isn't.
worry.
I think it's just embedded in the tile.
Just a couple
then.
of chips on the tile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that back there. So yeah, so that. What time are we on?
56.
56. What else can I? Do you know what? I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna talk about these wipes again, because genuinely these wipes are, I think, an absolute game changer. It's gonna save you so much time and effort and money when it comes. It's not gonna save you time and effort and money, to be fair. It's gonna save you headache. It's gonna save you stress. Because
Stress.
instead of having to carry one of those around and some cloths, some microfiber cloths, you can literally stick a couple of those in your bag, and then when you're going out places, you can wipe down the surfaces. If you're going out to eat and you're not necessarily trusting the cleanliness of the restaurant. I mean, to be fair, why would you be eating in there if you don't trust the cleanliness of the restaurant?
Yeah.
That doesn't really make sense, does it?
Sometimes it's too late. You've already ordered,
Exactly.
and then you
You've
realise.
already committed, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is awkward. I can't leave now because it's a mess. So yeah, you whip out your wipes and just give the table a quick wipe. It's antibacterialized, and it's getting rid of those stains too. Offices, if you work in an office where you hot desk all the time, so you don't have the same desk every day, these are the perfect things for you to have to clean your desks. Baby wipes aren't going to work. You might want to get a packet of antibacterial wipes. They might work, they might be a lot cheaper, but they're not going to work as well as PINKMAGIC does when it comes to getting rid of those stains.
I think
and
that-
99.99% of all your germs, bacteria, and viruses. Curse, what was you saying?
Sorry.
Right?
The ones that, the antibacterial wipes that you get in a packet.
Yes.
You can guarantee when you're halfway down, you stop putting the little flap thing on,
And they dry out.
dry
They dry out.
and then you've missed half a packet that
Awful.
you could
And
have
they're
used.
tiny as well. These are all individually packed, so you're not going to have that problem of your wipes drying out when you get halfway through the packet. I'm just going to open one up here, just so you can see how big these wipes actually are as well. So you know those wipes that you get in the fast food restaurants, the chicken one with the kernel, those type of wipes. Think how small those wipes are in comparison to that. Like, look at that. And then wipes that you get as well, they're all dead thin. They're all
Yeah,
like
they are.
transparent. Can't see through that, can you? Can you see me?
Nope.
There we go. Durable as well. 100% bamboo. So it's environmentally friendly for yourselves as well. Think about the planet. Think about the animals. This is why it's 100 degrees outside right now.
I know.
Because no one is recycling.
It's only going to get worse, isn't it?
Apparently this is supposed to
As
be
the
the
years
coldest
go on.
summer that we're going to have now for the foreseeable.
I know. I saw that, I think it's by 2050, if we continue, we'll be in like 48 degrees in the summer in England.
That's like Dubai.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. That's not far away, really, 2050.
Is it not? What's that, like
Not
24
really.
years?
Yeah.
Wow. 24 years, I'm going to be an old man. Oh, God.
You won't be that old.
24 years, I'll be 56.
That's not old.
Middle-aged.
Yeah.
On the way out. in my twilight phase of life. Oh my goodness. But hopefully, I'm going to last even longer on this earth because I'm not going to be getting any germs. I'm not going to be catching any sicknesses because I'm going to be using PINKMAGIC wipes everywhere. Petrol stations. How many times you've been at a petrol pump and you've seen the person in front of you coughing or sneezing into the hands and then using the pump? Do you want to be sick? I want to be sick when that happens to me, so I can only imagine what you must feel like when that happens. Get yourself these PINKMAGIC antibacterial wipes and your life will change for the better, of course. Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Time is up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aw, I don't want to go.
You've got to go.
I was enjoying talking about my wipes
Sorry.
here. Right, I'm going home. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for avidly purchasing from the TikTok shop and from our shop on the website, futuredevelopments.shop. Have a good weekend, everyone. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. I know that I will.